Hello again, my fellow wanderers of the night sky. I am your boring, sleepy scientist, and tonight we are going to drift slowly, gently, into the most impossible of questions. A question so strange that you may find yourself blinking heavier and heavier as you try to grasp it. If nothing exists outside the universe, then what? Is it expanding into? Before we begin this soft exploration, I'd love to know where in the world you're listening from and what time it is where you are right now. If you enjoy these explorations, I'd be so grateful if you gave the video a little like and tapped that subscribe button. It helps more scientists like you find their way here, and it means I can keep making more of these soft, starlit journeys for you. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Picture this. The universe itself. Not a thing inside something else. Not an object inside a container. But everything there is, everything that can ever be, and yet it grows. Galaxies stretch away from one another. Light itself grows tired and weary. Time and distance grow longer. The stage of reality expands, and the mind whispers. Into what? But there is no into. There's no box, no room, no floor, no larger space waiting around it. The universe is all. Expansion means that the distances within it increase. Galaxies drift farther apart, not because they are flying through space, but because space itself, like dough in an oven, is rising beneath them. The raisins do not move on their own. The dough carries them. That is the universe. Imagine standing on one raisin. You watch others drift away, and it seems as though you are the center. But if you ride along with another raisin, the same illusion appears. Every raisin feels central. Every galaxy feels like the middle. But there is no true center. Expansion belongs to all points equally. The cosmos has no edge, no outer rim, no wall to press against. It stretches. Without boundary, light itself records this story. Photons set out billions of years ago, tiny messengers racing endlessly. They begin short and sharp, like blue sparks, but space stretches as they travel. Each wave is pulled longer, softer, redder. By the time it reaches us, the message is weary, thin, stretched nearly to breaking. This is redshift, the lullaby of the cosmos. Every distant galaxy sings it. Every photon carries it. The light itself grows tired. So do we. And yet, what do we actually see? A horizon. It's not of walls, not of matter, but of time. Light has had only 13.8 billion years to arrive. That is the limit. Beyond it, the universe continues, but the light has not yet reached us. And yet even this is tricky. For while the light traveled, space itself stretched beneath it. So the most distant galaxies we can ever glimpse are not 13 billion light years away, but more than 46 billion. The observable universe is like a glowing bubble, a small candle flame in an endless darkness. Beyond the bubble lies the unobservable, unreachable, unknowable. Perhaps it is infinite. Perhaps it curves back on itself like the surface of a balloon. Perhaps it is stranger still, something we cannot picture with our tired animal brains. But the truth remains. It does not expand into something else. It simply expands. And as it expands, a quiet enemy drives it faster and faster. Dark energy. A force we cannot see, cannot touch, cannot bottle. It is the silent hand pushing galaxies apart. First slowly, then relentlessly, now with acceleration. We do not know what dark energy is. Some call it a property of the vacuum itself, a pressure of empty space. Others imagine a field woven through the cosmos. Whatever it is, its effect is clear. Galaxies recede faster, horizons shrink. One by one, entire clusters of stars will slip beyond our reach, carried away by the stretching fabric of space until they vanish from view forever. The universe is not only expanding, it is accelerating toward loneliness. Think of the night sky. Imagine all those stars, thousands glittering. In 1 trillion years, those stars will be gone from sight, carried away past the horizon. The sky will be dark. Future beings will look upward and see only emptiness. perhaps thinking they are alone, unaware of the vast universe that once shone. Expansion hides itself. The farther it stretches, the lonelier it seems. And then there is time itself. Time is not separate from space. Time is part of the fabric that stretches. When we say the universe expands, we also mean time is woven into this expansion. The past grows more distant. The future stretches longer. The present floats, thin as silk, between them. If you could drift far enough, space itself would bend time until clocks run slower, or faster, or not at all. Black holes do this too. Their gravity bends space-time until light itself cannot escape. But even they are not safe from expansion. Over unimaginable eons, black holes will evaporate, leaking away their contents into thin, Hawking radiation until nothing but cold emptiness remains. And then comes entropy, the slow march toward disorder. Expansion spreads matter thinner. Stars burn out, galaxies fade, energy evens out. In the far future, perhaps all will dissolve into a thin soup of particles, too far apart to ever meet again. A heat death. Expansion without end, but without meaning. Or perhaps acceleration will grow so wild that space itself tears apart. Atoms shredded, protons unraveled, in what some call the Big Rip. Or perhaps in ways we do not yet know, expansion will stop, reverse, and collapse in a big crunch, followed by another big bang, an eternal cycle of breath. The universe inhales, the universe exhales. Forever. But still the question returns. Into what? Still the answer is the same. Nothing. Not into a void. Not into an outside. Not into a container. The universe expands into itself. No, it is not in something else. It is all. Expansion means only that distances grow. And in this endless stretching, repetition becomes inevitable. If the universe is infinite, then there are only so many ways to arrange particles, which means somewhere unimaginably distant, another you sits in another room hearing these same words. Somewhere else, another you never pressed play. Somewhere else, you were never born. Infinity does not need imagination. It needs only mathematics. In endless rolls of dice, every outcome eventually appears. Somewhere another you has already fallen asleep. Somewhere another you never will. The cosmic microwave background, that faint afterglow of the Big Bang, is itself proof of this expansion. A baby picture of the universe, photons released when the cosmos was only 380,000 years old. Today those photons bathe us in faint microwaves stretched across the sky, a whisper from infancy still reaching us. It hums quietly like static, a reminder that expansion began everywhere, all at once, and never stopped. Even the silence is filled with its echo. And then there are the ripples. Gravitational waves, tiny tremors in space-time itself, stretching and squeezing the fabric of reality as they pass. Born from colliding black holes, from violent mergers of stars, they ripple outward forever. Expansion carries them too, stretching their wavelengths, softening their song. Even space-time itself hums with lullabies. So here you are, small, quiet, breathing in the dark, surrounded by questions too big for any mind. And yet, in the midst of it, peace. Because you do not need to solve the mystery. You do not need to know the outside. There is no outside. You only need to rest in the knowledge that the universe is still expanding, still stretching, still carrying galaxies away, still stretching light thin, still weaving the fabric of time, still writing the story that no one can finish. So close your eyes. Imagine the galaxies like lanterns drifting away on a dark ocean. Imagine light stretching thinner, fainter, until it becomes silence. Imagine black holes evaporating like dew in the morning. Imagine infinite versions of yourself, all drifting in their own directions, all caught in the same expansion. Imagine entropy, the long yawn of the cosmos, settling into rest. Expansion into nothing. Expansion into everything. Expansion into itself. And as the universe stretches, so can you. Breathe in. Feel yourself drifting. Feel yourself expanding into the night. There is no outside. There is no edge. There is no boundary. Only forever. Good night, fellow traveler. Sleep while the universe grows quietly, endlessly, without destination, without limit, without end.